Hey viewers, I have the Shimano 105 drifter here and I've been having issues with it. If I don't have it hooked up, it seems to shift fine. So I shift up, shift down, shift up, shift down. So you hear the clicking there. But the problem is that when I actually get it hooked up to a derailleur and there's tension on the cable, then it doesn't seem to want to work very well anymore. So if I hook, let's see if I can simulate this here, it'll shift up fine. So if I shift up like that, then it's shifted up. But when I go to shift down and there's tension on the cable, I press the button, there's sort of, I can feel sort of a little partial click, but it doesn't disengage the cable. It doesn't go down to the small gear. But if I release tension on there, then it works. So it's just when there's tension on there. So there's something going on there. I've tried cleaning it and lubing it and it hasn't made any difference. So I'm thinking something has either slipped or broken inside there. But right now it's not working. So I'm going to take this apart. They generally don't, a lot of people don't recommend taking the newer drifters apart, but right now it's not working. And so I don't really have a whole lot of options. So I'm going to try to take it apart and see if I can figure out what's the matter in there. I don't really have much to lose since it's not working now. So I'm going to go ahead and do it and see what I can do. I'm going to start by removing this rubber boot. So I can do this. I'm going to use a little bit of alcohol. If I just squirt like a little bit of alcohol down in here around the rubber boot, this will kind of work as like a lubricant and will help me slide the boot off just a little bit easier. Okay, like that, and then the alcohol will evaporate. This is just isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I find this at your local drugstore, used like first aid kits. It's kind of nice because it works and then it evaporates. Next I want to remove this little front cover here. So I have a little Phillips screwdriver and there's a little screw here, so I'll remove this. And there's a little tiny screw there. And then I can remove this cover there. Yep, and there's another Phillips screw right here, and I think that'll allow me to remove the remaining part here, but I'm not sure. So okay, on the front here, there's a little plastic part here, and it's just sitting on there. So I'm going to pull this off, and there's a little tab that goes down into this little slot. Then there's a little nut there, so put that aside. And so I want to remove this little nut. This appears to be like a little 8mm wrench here. So I'm going to loosen this and take that off like that. Oh, and now this whole cover feels like it's going to come off. There, so now I've got that cover off. And so now that exposes all this stuff in here. Now, I'm going to remove this back part here to give me a little bit better access. So there's like a little nut in here, or a little screw in there. So I'm going to loosen this, and this will allow me to push this pin out here. So using like a little 2mm Allen wrench to loosen this screw in here. This just locks this pin in place. Okay, so I got that pin pretty well out there. Let's see if I can try to push this pin out now. Try it this way. There we go. So it is coming out. So I just need to get pushed out. And then be careful for this spring, because the spring's going to pop out there maybe. And I want to be careful because they got this, let's see, pop that out of place there. And you got this little electrical part here. There's like a little slot in there. I don't know if this is going to fit through there very easily. The trick is to try to push these contacts down so they'll fit down through this little slot there. I can pull that out. There. Okay, and the spring's going to fall out of there. Well, I can see what the damage is. There's actually a part broken in there. There's a little part right here. It looks like part of a pawl is there. So as I shift it around, even as I've been kind of shifting it here like this, it's kind of come out of place there. And let's see if I can reach in and grab it. Well, there's the little part that's broken in there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see like little bits of there where you can see where something was broken off of there. And so, I mean, I don't think I can actually get this part. I saw somebody mention on online that they had like gotten this part and they'd welded it back together, but that looks like pretty small to weld. And it looks like pretty low quality metal, so I don't know how well it would weld. That would require taking this thing even farther apart. Anyway, I don't know. I'll probably hold on to this thing for parts. Not sure what else I could use. Maybe I've seen a couple of variations of this shifter with like a silver lever, and this has got the black lever. So I might be able to pull this lever off and install it onto another shifter, possibly. So anyway, hope you found this useful or interesting. Not sure how useful it's going to be, but at least maybe you found it interesting. If you did, please click like on the video. I always appreciate getting likes on my videos. It helps me out. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button. You'll see new videos as they come out. And I'm also over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.